Welcome to Algebra 2. This is common logarithms, and we are going to do this additional example. So, this is just the 4 to the p minus 1 is less than or equal to 3 to the p. So first off, we will take the log of both sides. So we then have log of 4 to the p minus 1 is less than or equal to log of 3 to the p. From here, we'll use our properties of logarithms to take each of these exponents and multiply them out in front. So when we do that, we have in parentheses p minus 1 times the log of 4 is less than or equal to p times the log of 3. We want to get our p alone, so we have to distribute the log of 4 throughout. So this would be p times the log of 4 minus the log of 4 is less than or equal to p times the log of 3. Getting our p's on the same side of the equation, we want to subtract p log of 4 over. So we then have negative log of 4 is less than or equal to p log of 3 minus p log of 4. We now have a common factor of p on the right hand side, so we're going to take that p out, so we'll have p times the log of 3 minus the log of 4. And negative log of 4 is less than or equal to all of that. Now from this point you can do a few different things. What I typically do when I solve these is I just take this and I divide both sides by the log of 3 minus the log of 4. And from there I figure out what my answer is. Some of you though will not put this into your calculator correctly. So your other option is to figure out what log of 3 minus log of 4 is first. And this ends up being negative 0.124938737. And you really want to keep as many decimal places as possible when you do this. So then really you're going to take negative log of 4 and divide it by this value. When you do that, you end up getting a positive 4.8188. Now we are dividing by a negative, so the sign switches. So that means our p is less than or equal to 4.8188. A few other things I want to note on this extra example. You could use logarithms here, our properties of logs, to rewrite this as log of 3/4. Because we know when we subtract two logs, it's the same as dividing inside. So certainly, for that final step, if you rewrote that as log of 3/4, so right here, if you had p times log of 3/4 here, instead of log of 3 minus log of 4, you could certainly just divide both sides by log of 3/4. That also is going to work. Doing that, you're still going to get the same exact value of 4.8188. So keep in mind, anytime you have those logs in parentheses, you can always use your property of logarithms to write it as one logarithm expression if you would like to. So there's our extra example of how to solve these using common logarithms.